welcome to the fifth module of Solar-Powered Water Systems, an overview of principles and practice. This week's module focuses on a very tangible and practical aspect of solar-powered water systems, operation and maintenance. My name is David Gerlach, and I will be co-facilitating the discussion forum this week. I'm a project manager at Water Mission, assigned to our Tanzania offices. Alberto Yario and Andrew Armstrong will be joining me this week in the discussion forum. You'll also hear from a colleague from Engineers Without Borders in the forum. Let's hear from our new facilitator for the week.
Hello everyone, my name is Engineer Francis Okello, a licensed professional engineer with the Engineers Registration Board of Uganda. I have over 15 years experience in the water and sanitation sector, and I have worked in a number of countries including Uganda, Liberia, Sudan, Somalia, and Ethiopia. Currently, I am the technical lead in the design and installation of solar water pumping systems in selected refugee settlements and host communities in Uganda. Relatedly, I am extremely honored to be leading the Solar Technical Working Group, which has been tasked to prepare an annex to the Water Supply Design Manual of the Ugandan Ministry of Water and Environment, focusing exclusively on solar water pumping systems. I am profoundly privileged to be part of this project, and I look forward to an interesting journey together. Thank you.
Here's where we are in the course schedule. We are in the fifth out of 6 modules, focusing on operation and maintenance of solar-powered water systems. The content in this module will be available on the CapNet platform until Sunday, the 27th of October. Don't forget that you also have a written assignment due on October 27th. This current module provides an overview of the roles and responsibilities that are necessary to operate and maintain solar-powered water systems on a sustainable basis from a technical and financial perspective. We will introduce you to the best practices for preventing vandalism and theft, troubleshooting electrical failures, maintaining efficient water production, setting tariffs, handling money, and reducing non-revenue water. The module also explores various arrangements for sharing these responsibilities between public and private sector actors. If you fully engage in this module, by the end you'll be able to describe the scope and frequency of activities associated with operating and maintaining solar-powered water systems, apply practical, technical, social, and institutional solutions in order to troubleshoot and prevent failures most commonly associated with solar-powered water systems. Now let's hear a bit more about the content of this module.
Before we can begin to talk about what sort of ongoing activities are required to operate and maintain solar-powered water systems, it is first important to acknowledge that the feasibility of O&M is critically dependent on the service delivery arrangements that are in place, more so than on the durability of the technology itself. The most fundamental question that should be addressed long before a solar-powered water system is commissioned is who will own the assets over the long term and therefore have the authority to delegate responsibility and the liability to maintain them. The division of all ongoing responsibilities, whether technical or non-technical, should be clearly articulated in contractual agreements, and all actors should have the capacity to meet their commitments. This means that community-based actors, such as water user committees, will need to be trained and professionalized, and that some responsibilities may need to be delegated to higher-scale private sector entities. The service delivery arrangements should also establish and uphold warranty and defect liability periods, ideally for 2 or more years, and should plan for eventual overhaul and replacement of equipment. And most importantly, a feasible plan for covering ongoing costs with a combination of funds from tariffs, taxes, and transfers needs to be in place. It is good practice to build a maintenance schedule such as shown in this table so that all actors have a clear understanding of what activities will need to be conducted and at what frequency. These activities typically include providing security, cleaning the solar array, monitoring performance, collecting user payments or tariffs, making minor repairs, and keeping records, and are conducted on a daily, weekly, or less frequent basis. The importance of good record keeping of water volume produced, tariffs collected, changes in groundwater levels, repairs made, etc. is often overlooked when it comes to O&M of solar-powered water systems. This information can be used to prevent conflicts and indicate sustainability of groundwater withdrawals, and is often necessary to fulfill product warranties. In this module, we will also revisit some of the common technical issues experienced by solar pumping water systems, such as vandalism and theft and electrical failures, and we will discuss how proper operation and maintenance might help to avoid or address the issues. The simplest but most impactful ongoing maintenance activities associated with solar-powered systems are routine cleaning of the solar panels and maintaining the site around the array so that no shade is cast on it at any point during the day. This photo, courtesy of Franklin Golay at UNICEF Supply Division, shows an example where these steps were not done correctly. In this case, the solar array in the back with blue racking was originally installed but never cleaned. The power output of the array decreased soon after installation due to accumulation of dust. Instead of cleaning the panels in order to regain performance, the second array in the front with red racking was installed. Unfortunately, this second array was installed in an area where a tree provides shade at certain points of the day, further reducing the output of the array. At the time the photo was taken, the tree had not been trimmed or cut down in order to prevent shading on the array. We will also be revisiting briefly in this module the implications of tariff setting, money collection and handling, and non-revenue water, which is water that is collected or distributed without being paid for, on the viability of operation and maintenance of solar-powered water systems. As I mentioned before, these aspects are perhaps the most important for enabling ongoing O&M of solar-powered water systems. There are 3 compulsory readings and 1 video in this week's module. The first reading is an excerpt from the World Bank document titled Photovoltaics for Community Service Facilities, which we referenced during Module 3. Part 5 of this document provides a good overview of basic institutional and finance considerations for ongoing operation and maintenance of photovoltaic systems. The sections on ownership, maintenance plans, and performance contracts are particularly useful. The next reading is an excerpt from Solar Powered Water System Manual that has been published by the Alternative Energy Promotion Center in Nepal. This document is instruction-oriented and contains detailed steps for routine inspection and troubleshooting of solar-powered water systems. I do want to point out that at times this manual references complex systems involving external power inverters and hybrid solar and diesel-powered water systems, which may or may not apply in your context. Nonetheless, I believe you'll find it helpful as a starting point. We are also requiring you to read a brief O&M toolkit for solar-powered water systems published by the Global Solar and Water Initiative. This document primarily consists of figures and photos and provides a quick checklist of O&M activities and considerations for solar-powered water systems. As we have discussed in previous modules of this course, theft prevention is an important aspect of ongoing O&M of solar-powered water systems. We have shared a video from the World Bank that describes measures that can be taken to prevent solar panel theft, particularly focusing on the benefits of securely welded racking. The last reading is an excerpt from the WaterAid publication that was referenced during Module 4. The section on financing on pages 12 through 13 discusses tariff collection in rural pipe water supplies, which is a critical aspect of ongoing O&M. The document also mentions special implications of solar-powered water systems on revenue collection efficiency.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this orientation video. As always, if you have any further questions about the online course platform, the assignment due at the end of this week, or any other aspect of the course, please email the course coordinator at the email address listed on the screen. See you in the discussion forum.